The time has come to make a move. If you want to get into the college football playoff, you've got to win big games right now, and we have a clash of ranked opponents coming up in this one. Welcome to John O'Quinn Field in H-Town, home to the Houston Cougars. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the winners of 3 straight, the Houston Cougars. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Houston ready to put it deep and get this game going. And he'll bring it back. He's out of bounds at his own 15-yard line, looking for running room and couldn't find much on that return. They'll run it from the gun. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this one. So there's a lot of eyeballs, David, on this game to find out who's mentally and emotionally the toughest.
Yeah, and we're going to point to this game as we get later in the year and big decisions are made. You've got a top 25 win. You beat them in the middle of the season, X, Y, and Z, so these are big for the resume.
It'll be 1st and 10 from the 30. Leaves it with the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39. Guys, when you think about Arkansas, every team needs those big dudes up front, and, man, they got a mauler from the high school recruiting ranks. Big 4-star D lineman. David, what's his adjustment going to be like?
Well, you see the excitement from the fan base and the reaction. It's all over the place, and you understand why. Because
fires one high and deep. Hits him in stride of the 10. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
How do you take the crowd out of the game? Do exactly that. Take the football, drive right down the field, prove you're the better team, give them nothing to cheer about. That is a picture-perfect first drive.
And he puts through the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. They'll start this drive going to the air. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down. Let's talk for a second about Houston. Really interesting matchup here. It's always fun when the top 2 teams in the conference get to square off in the regular season. With all the expansion, it's become a little bit of a rarity, hasn't it?
It has. Obviously, there's so many teams in each conference, but head-to-head still very much matters. So if you're sitting, obviously, at the top like these teams are, the head-to-head this day will really matter down the road.
Yeah, this was a game we circled way back in the preseason, expecting these 2 teams to be as good as they are, and now we get to find out who's the best in conference. Both these teams relishing this opportunity to show not only their opponent, but the rest of the conference who the top dog is.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide at the end. Don't take a big shot.
Got his man quickly. After the he move? He's got room. They're ripping off chunks of yardage. They get it to the 33.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands. And I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
They make the stop as he gets it inside the 30 to the 28, a gain of 4. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. He's going to run it. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely.
Hey, listen, it's important at that position to be able to be good off schedule. Everything's easy when it's on time. You can get the ball out, but when things break down and they get off schedule, you've got to have a guy back there that can make the right decisions. He did exactly that.
It's complete to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I know a lot of people are going to look at that play and say, man, that was a bad play. Didn't gain any yards. But that could be the offense maybe setting something up. The play caller is going to remember that last play. He's going to remember how the defense reacted to it, made a quick tackle. They might pump that throw and then hit another player vertically down the field for an explosive play.
Turning it on! He'll get that one all the way down to the 4-yard line before he stops.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass on 2nd down. Trying to barrel in. And they will score. Touchdown, Houston. They just took the air out of that thing. That might be an understatement. They took the ball away and just wore down, just grinded away at that defense.
And took a lot of time off the clock in the process as well. I'm impressed with the physicality up front of this offense, because that's where it all starts. If you're going to march the ball down the field like they just did, you've got to be dominating in the trenches, and they are doing that in this game right now.
Bringing it back. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Nudges ahead for 1 out to the 16.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Hand off from the shotgun. Can't get him to the ground. Good vision and determination there to find his way up to the 23. The Razorbacks in the hurry up. They'll try to get the first through the air. Now adjusting. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And they get to the quarterback and get the sack. That's a big emphasis for this defense. They saw a week ago, this offense gave up 3 sacks. They need to get to him early and often and create some indecision. Nice job getting a sack early in this football game.
The Houston offense comes onto the field. They tied it with a touchdown the last time they had it, and trying to complement the defense's good work by taking the lead here. On the run, it's Sanford. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
Might be changing the route. Wants to go up top. Caught over the middle. It's Taylor. stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
They'll need to get this one to the 31 here on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Here comes the heat. He did not make it a stone wall on third down.
No gain on the play. Now, fourth down.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. And here comes the field goal unit. This is going to have to be unleashed from 54 yards out. And he had just enough to will that one home. And guys, after the field goal, now they have the lead.
How nice is it as a head coach to have a kicker like this? It makes these decisions on fourth down so much easier. Just strut him out there and let him stroke it through the uprights.
The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. To the air on first down. He unleashes a long one. And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. The Razorbacks up, and let's hold on just a minute here as the officials are going to have a second look. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. Now it's a first down from the 43-yard line. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Second and short, maybe looking for a shot. Strong pass rush gets to the quarterback, and they get him at the 46.
It's hard enough to get this guy on the ground once. That's his second sack of the day. Nice job getting in the backfield, not getting deceived by this guy's speed, because we've seen this QB, man. He can make people miss. Nice job getting him on the ground for the second time today.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. He's going to fire deep. Snags it. And he'll go down after a huge gain and picking up the first down.
And, man, he had nobody around him. That has got to be embarrassing for this defense. When you let someone that deep downfield go completely uncovered.
The explosive play set the table. Now they got to serve the feast. They'll run it on first and goal. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Arkansas. Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety. You get worried about that. But the offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing. Great job getting a touchdown.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. USF looked like a program ready to take the next step after a big road win today. This was a complete team effort from the Bulls. Offense, defense, and special teams all doing its part. Impressive, to say the least. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Running back searching for a hole. That'll be good enough for a first down. They'll mark it at the 30.
All right, defense, that's what we can't do. We can't give up this many chunk yards on the ground. Got to commit more guys to the line of scrimmage. Got to get those running backs on the ground. That's way too easy.
Now on first down from the 30. Looking to throw on first down. And down he goes. The defense making a huge play, but there are penalty markers out. Let's sort it out. A costly penalty for this defense gives them a 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Finds his tight end. Oh, he's got some space. He's into plus territory. Knocked out of bounds after the nice game. Mark it up to 47. Houston getting set, looking at 1st and 10.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right foot. Nice job.
They've got it at the 36 on 1st and 10. Rides the back on the option, the give. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running a football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Intercepted, and now he's up to 14. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Motion from the wideout. Calls his own number. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. He lofts one down the sideline. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Razorbacks. He got a step and just dusted the field.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Aggressive play calling on that drive. Just 2 plays, they get the long touchdown pass to pay it off. On the move from inside his 5. He gets a block. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback moving. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
Well, this guy's become a bit of a problem for opposing offenses. In their last game, he had 2 sacks, and he's dominating again, getting his first sack in this game now. He right now is wrecking people's game plans, and this offense better find out how to slow him down.
The Cougars trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. That offense having to deal with the last thing you want on first down, giving up a sack as they come up to the line on second down. Quarterback making checks. To the air on second down. That's caught. It's Taylor. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one, a long one on third down from the 43. The defense calls the timeout. They're second of the day as they try to get their act together. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. With the catch, it's Anderson. They stop him short, and we'll have a big fourth down coming.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up fourth and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
On 4th and 9, the offense will stay on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the catch, converts on fourth down, is still on his feet.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And it's a great play by the defensive end. The most athletic players on the field play defensive end. Yes, you heard me, Jess, Reese, exactly what I said. Great get off, great job getting in the backfield, making the play.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Looking for more room. Inside the 10.
I love defenses that make big plays, that understand what they're trying to get from the offense, understand how to attack it, jump some of these routes, make these interceptions, and then not only that, when you get the football, try to do something with it. Don't slide down. Don't take a knee. Try to bring that thing back to the house. You set your offense up for great field position.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Direct snap. He's going for the goal line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Arkansas. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
From inside the 15, here comes the return. Finds just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And this late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? They're going to throw it to start the drive. Looking to buy time. On the move, he fires. Sweet throw and catch along the sideline. It's enough for the first down.
And it's so hard to be on the run and make an accurate throw. It's just very tough. Very few people can do it. Again, we see the freaks and we see the highlights all the time, but that's a tough thing to do. He made it look pretty easy.
He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And this defense, we know, they present a lot of challenges. And you can see it right there, man. They shrink windows fast. They're a top 25 defense for a reason. You really better make sure you're dialed in today, or else they can make you pay in a hurry.
Gets it to him on the screen. Sweet cut there. They make the stop, and that is the end of the first half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. And the Razorbacks will kick it away to crank up the second half. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Here comes the Houston offense once again. They start this third quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be really aggressive, Reese. Like this offense, when I'm playing from behind.
And it's picked off for the third time today. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
And running backs are so good, so talented, so elusive. You see nowadays they really have the ability to make you miss, run you over. Unbelievable effort. Nice job. You keep that going, you're going to be hard to stop.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
They'll move the wide receiver. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught behind the line. It's Young. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
This defense was put in a difficult spot, but they've made it tough, and now the offense faces third and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Trying to pull his way in. And they've got him down after the short completion, but they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was, but now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Splits the uprights. Good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. Houston sending the offense back onto the field. They're down by 21 points, but you get a touchdown here, and you do at least apply a little game pressure, Jesse.
It's true. I think for them to get back in this one at this point now, they need the quarterback to play his best football. He's going to have to be good really pre-snap, David, making sure they're in the right looks, and he's got to be really good with his decision-making.
He's got to be dialed in because defensively you're giving up points. So it's not like you have the luxury of your defense playing great. The offense is going to have...
It's a running room. The 40. At the 30. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Houston. Excellent pass by the back on the option.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Pad those stats, young fella.
And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. And Arkansas ready to send out this offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. A lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to swing it on second down. Now improvising. Throwing on the run. Brings it down on the right side. Finds some room. 10. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Razorbacks.
One of the things I love about this quarterback, David, is that he keeps his eyes downfield when he gets outside the pocket. He might have had an opportunity to take off running with that, but he knew he had an opportunity for an even bigger play. And how about the run after the catch?
And that's great. You love that about the quarterbacks, but it's so frustrating when you got a guy that just breaks the contain of the pocket, breaks down your defense. Now you got to cover longer in the back end, and you can tell he comes free, he sees him, catches it, and walks right into the end zone.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Makes a move. Oh, what vision. He's going to get loose. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returners, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They're set to kick it off. Do you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Looking for blockers. And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Hogs send that offense back onto the field. Their lead now down to 14. Might feel a little game pressure on this drive. Breaks into the open. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. The Razorbacks come to the line in the hurry-up.
What a phenomenal job in the open field, breaking off the long run, and they're not going to just take their time and huddle up to get the next play called. They're right back at the line of scrimmage, going tempo.
And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Power football with the run. Nice gain of 6, leaving them with 3rd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good game, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Grab near the marker. It's Dyer. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
To the ground with the back. And he has a solid gain before the defense bottles him up.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Wants to go up top. He's going for a big play downfield. Trying to find the end zone. And he'll go out of bounds, and this aerial attack just continues to carve this defense into tiny slices. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. And the Razorbacks trying to pay off the threat on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Quarterback keeps it. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Arkansas!
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Anderson. And they make the tackle, not before he gets the first down. Now let's see if they rush to the line or let the time run out here in the 3rd. That's the end of the quarter, and Arkansas has the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Let's go. Use the play fake, now to throw. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
This defense, they are tenacious, and they've got guys up front that are athletic and that are so strong and then can collapse the pocket. You saw it right there in that play-action attempt.
The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Looking to fire. That's reeled in. It's Anderson. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Nice route, nice catch by this receiver. What's important for a quarterback throwing the in route to a guy in the slot?
Well, I think he has to have great timing, and I think the receiver needs to get his right depth so that they know exactly where each other is going to be and when the ball is going to be in the air. These two have outstanding timing with one another.
Got it in the middle. It's Washington. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Houston is moving it quickly down the field. Quarterback on the keeper. And that's a very productive first down play in bringing up 2nd and 3.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the 4th.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Catch in the middle. It's Anderson. Houston wants to play fast. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
Flushed out of the pocket. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
Man, do I love being a defensive lineman in games like today when you know you got to go get the quarterback. Like, they're down on the other side. They have to throw the football. Only chance they have to get back in. I'm playing the pass every time, pinning my ears back and going to get the quarterback.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Gets rid of it. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
At this point of the game in the 4th quarter, it is going to be tough for this offense to get some completions here because now, trailing by this much, the defense is expecting pass, and they're putting a whole bunch of extra DBs on the field to help them out in coverage.
Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. 4th down attempt coming. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. And it's incomplete. The long pass on 4th down is to no avail.
I think that play right there has been a big theme in this game. When it matters the most, on big-time down and distances, this defense has been able to step up and make the play when they need it most. That 4th down, great job in the back end in coverage, forcing the incompletion with a big lead now, creating a turnover on downs.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. They want this clock to move. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
There he goes. Out of bounds right at the 20-yard line. Edge of the red zone, and they have their eyes on a score. He's been so locked in, it seems like any pass called is a guaranteed chunk play.
Yeah, and winning late like this in the ball game, keep trusting him, keep spinning. You know why? Because stats matter late in the game. You want some postseason awards?
Got enough space. Touchdown, Razorbacks. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. With that score, it looks as if this bunch is about to go 6-1.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The Houston offense ready to go back to work. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but Jesse, they...
Oh, the ball's out! Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. They knocked him down after the takeaway, and a big play for this defense. Everything broke down. The quarterback tried to bail them out, but he ended up making things worse when he fumbled.
Yeah, I like the quarterback and his athleticism, extending the play and at least giving himself a chance, but you got to finish. You still have to do a good job taking care of the football. That's priority number 1. He wasn't able to do that.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long.
Set, ready.
Looking for room. It's Young. And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today.
He will not get there. They'll turn it over on downs, and that leaves the door open. Quick handoff. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
And that was a pretty good run there for the offense. And listen, I know this game's over, but that's what this offense needs a little bit more. They need a little more balance, a little more easy 2nd down situations with some positive runs on 1st down. They just need something to get them going, some kind of spark. The ground game might be it in the future.
And the Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. To the ground to try to pick up the 1st. Tackle behind the line of scrimmage, and what a big 3rd down stop by this defense.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
You can skin the cat a lot of different ways. You're just trying to get enough yards to pick up that 1st down. It's not the dive man. It's not the quarterback. He makes the right read, pitches it out, and he's just able to get enough to keep these sticks moving.
At the 35-yard line. 2nd down coming up.
They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent, looking ahead to next season. But that's next season.